We worked a lot in what's called the Gordon Cousins.
Jay Malcolm has devoted decades of his career to Canada's boreal forest. Vast expanses that stretch across the country. Home to an ecosystem brimming with biodiversity, including the threatened woodland caribou. Land, Malcolm and his fellow researchers say, is under threat.
We have been cutting the heck out of the boreal forest. It was startling for sure to see how little is left and how badly fragmented it is.
His study looked at the impact of logging on boreal forest in Quebec and Ontario. It's faced decades of clear cutting. 14 million hectares harvested since 1976, including old-growth forest critical for caribou to survive.
Lichen grows in old forests, and lichen is a primary food source for caribou. When a forest is clear-cut, new browse grows back, and that new browse attracts moose and deer, which in turn attracts more predators like wolves, and those wolves end up preying on more caribou.
Researchers looked at 21 remaining herds across the forest. They found 15 were at high risk of disappearing, another 4 at very high risk.
We have a tendency as a Western culture to want to maximize our economic opportunities when we engage with natural resources. But that doesn't necessarily mean that we're fully being cognizant of the risk. And what this study speaks to is that there is risk.
Both Ontario and Quebec have been told by the federal government they are failing to properly protect caribou.
This paper shows that our logging practices are not in fact sustainable. What caribou need is to have the habitat that they depend upon protected, and where it's already been degraded to have it restored.
Necessary measures, experts say, if we want to see not only caribou survive, but the ecosystem of our boreal forest as well. Sarah Levitt, CBC News, Montreal.